So everyone's acting like the Redskins and the Browns situations are comparable, and they're just not. I understand the idea that the last caller was saying he's upset with faux outrage, and who isn't?
Right.
We're all going to get fired for something we say that doesn't actually offend anyone, but two people pretend like they are.
Yep.
So we should all hate faux outrage.
Yep.
However, the Redskins signed Reuben Foster 2 days after he was in jail for hitting a woman.
He was in an orange suit. And
Correct.
They signed him.
They were busy calling his agent while he was getting out of his jumpsuit.
Right.
It's a little bit different than the 3 months that have gone by since Kareem Hunt. In fact, I would make the case it's unprecedented for any team to sign a guy that fast after he got arrested for anything like Reuben Foster had. And they didn't even investigate the situation. They didn't call the police department. They didn't get the police report sent to them.
But they talked to all the Alabama players.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
And they didn't do that,
Which
by the
was a
way.
lie.
Right. Well, let me say this. So the
lie.
notion, though, real quick, that the Redskins and the Browns, like, how come people were upset with the Redskins and not the Browns? Well, 3 months have gone by. People forget in 2 days. This was right after he got arrested.
One was a much more
Well,
measured
first of all,
response.
you act like casual listeners know anything about sports. Number two, you act like they really do in-depth investigations and read all the stories that we all read.
Right.
They just don't. The reason they're outraged is because in the court of public opinion, they were both accused of generally the same thing.
Right.
Now, one thing they had a video of.
Right.
All right. The other thing, we don't know really what happened with Reuben Foster.
Right.
We don't know.
Well, and the guy said there's no evidence of any physical abuse.
Yeah.
She had a big
So
bruise on her face.
that's why the Redskins
that's not
fans are
correct.
out.
Let me just say this also, why I thought the Redskins were unfairly criticized. Now, they brought a lot of this on themselves.
They handled it poorly.
They handled
PR-wise.
it by saying they talked to all the Alabama guys. They did their own investigation and all that stuff in like 18 hours, which everyone knows it didn't exist. What they should have done, in my
and
opinion.
then, by the way, never forget, Doug Williams was sent out on radio and made some cavalier comments.
Yeah, and they said
Well, his name
it
was
was
spelled
small
wrong
potatoes.
in the press release.
For him to say
You
it was
may
small
remember.
potatoes, big mistake. But, I mean, Doug's not a PR person, so I'm, not surprised. It's tough. You
I'm
got
just
to know
saying,
what
when
you're
you put
doing.
it all together, they handled it
They
poorly.
did handle it poorly, but I think they could have easily justified it by simply being honest.
You mean tell the
and
truth,
saying,
which
listen,
they never do.
just be honest. Say, listen, it's a football decision we're making right here. If the guy's dirty and it turns out that this is all true, we're dumping his ass like a hot potato.
Right.
But if we, after we do an investigation and criminally maybe they drop these charges, we might actually have a player here and we want to get in on him before the Browns or before somebody else sign him. If they had taken that approach, which I think is essentially what they did, they just tried to butter it up with all this other detail stuff.
A lot of potato bits buttered up.
Yeah.
Hot potato.
Sounds
hot
delicious.
potato.
That's where they went wrong. I don't have a problem. This whole notion that teams are like moral authorities or like winning off the field, like they care about that stuff. Jason's right. If they just care about winning,
Right.
we have to stop thinking that they care about morals and if you're a good person, because they don't.